The Washington Post, 11th of August 2022, Chinese Navy spy ship near busy Hambantota port in Sri Lanka sparks diplomatic standoff. China built the debt-trapped Hambantota port in Sri Lanka to station one of her aircraft carrier fleets. The Chinese Navy spy ship is reportedly unarmed. It's probably cruising in the Indian Ocean as it spied on India. But for the past week, a 730-foot-long Chinese satellite tracking vessel has been the source of rising tensions and a symbol of the mounting geopolitical tug-of-war between India and the United States and China over Sri Lanka. Since July, the Yuan Wang 5 has been sailing from China to Hambantota port on the southern tip of Sri Lanka after Sri Lankan officials approved a stop there for replenishment. But Indian and U.S. officials have strongly pressured the Sri Lanka government to revoke access to the port, infuriating their Chinese counterparts. Caught in the middle, Sri Lanka's foreign ministry said in a statement Monday that it formally requested that China postpone the visit while adding that it wished to reaffirm the enduring friendship and excellent relations between Sri Lanka and China. While a Chinese Navy ship arriving at Hambantota is not strategically significant, Indian and U.S. officials argue that it would be viewed as Sri Lanka giving special treatment to China, a major creditor. As Sri Lanka's economy entered freefall this year, India, which sees South Asia as its traditional sphere of influence and is seeking to reverse China's growing role there, extended the island $4 billion in loans to buy emergency fuel. Then there is the history of the port itself. China, which financed and built this trap for Sri Lanka in 2012, took control of the facility on a 99-year lease in 2017 after Sri Lanka struggled to repay its debts. This week, China directly accused India of gross interference in its affairs and dismissed its complaints that sensors on board the Yuan Wang 5 could be used to peer inside India. It is unreasonable for a third party to put pressure on debt-trapped Sri Lanka on security concerns, Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin told reporters in Beijing. American analysts say if China were to base military vessels out of Hambantota, which it has not done so far, the People's Liberation Army would gain a foothold in a highly strategic location close to vital shipping lanes and the Persian Gulf. In recent years, White said, Washington and New Delhi have strengthened their military cooperation in the Indian Ocean to counter China. On Sunday, a U.S. Navy cargo ship underwent repairs in a shipyard near Chennai, a southern Indian city near Sri Lanka. This marked the first time India allowed U.S. Navy vessels to dock for repairs, which the Pentagon had sought for years. As the Yuan Wang 5 made its way across the Indian Ocean this week and speculation surrounding the port visit spiked, media in India and China were awash in a chest-thumping commentary. In India, newspapers blared warnings about the vessel's surveillance capabilities after the Indian Foreign Ministry issued a stern statement about monitoring any activity threatening Indian national security. Retired Admiral Arun Prakash, a former chief of the Indian Navy, said temperatures needed to be lowered. He said that a dispute between India and China benefited neither country, nor Sri Lanka. We need to respect Sri Lanka's autonomy, particularly at this point when they're on their knees, under Chinese debt, he said. It's a sovereign country that can allow any ship it wants. We don't have a Monroe Doctrine in the region yet. India needs to build the Ram Setu bridge between India to Sri Lanka, allowing Sri Lankan to develop and be part of India's growth story and not be enslaved by the Chinese,